It's so easy to use. You just put in the name and the surname and all the stuff they want. They ask you, you only do what they ask you, and they will tell you exactly how to do it.
This app definitely helps us identify which patients are just for conservative management so that they don't have to be transported unnecessarily. The patients that we do need to see, we happily accept them over the Vula app, and we expedite their treatment.
The future of Vula, it's pivotal in South Africa at the moment, where the link or the working between private and public is going to become much more intense. And for that reason, it puts specialists in contact across both settings.
If you're just giving a clinical history, I think it definitely does have a place in psychiatry.
The app brought the whole specialist medical field to the rural area, and the patient now has access to specialist care, which they never had before.
So what happens is that you may find a nurse or a junior doctor that's often without support in the periphery, and by being available and accessible, you're able to help them, and they don't feel alone or they don't feel unsupported. They're also protected by being on a database that is provincially approved.
You know it's getting to the right person at the right time. So where at consultant level you might often phone your colleague, but the conversation will still end with just Vula this to my registrar, just Vula this to the MO.
Again, in the old days, it was very difficult to get a hold of a psychiatrist because the emergency service was not so adept. They 8 to 5 office kind of doctors. But now with Vula, what helps is you have someone that you can contact, that you can say, this is the situation I'm dealing with, can we get an urgent or emergent referral?
And I think a lot of people have big gaps in their knowledge about psychiatry, and there's a lot of doctors, we don't often have time to go back to medical school notes, etc. So when you have a psychiatric patient in a periphery, you know you've got these gaps. You have a patient, you don't know what quite's going on, but you think there's something wrong. Now with this app, you can go and type everything down, send it to somebody that has some in-depth knowledge, and at the same time, they can message you and you can then ask those questions that they need and they feel clinically relevant.
Often someone tells you something over the phone and you have that mental picture in your head and you're like, okay, I can relax, this is not so serious. Or the other way around, they say something, you're like, oh, how are we going to deal with this now? And Vula just provides you with that, the actual picture, the actual x-ray, and you can just much more sort of accurately make decisions.
That is a big help, and I think with psychiatry, even though they don't need images and that type of stuff, it's just the pertinent questions that need to be asked, and then also they can even give advice what to start on while they're waiting for the next clinic, etc. Because those drugs we don't use often, and a lot of people are scared because of some of the side effects.
You can't motivate for something if you don't have the proof. So Vula, the statistics we get from Vula will help us improve our services, see where the need is, and see what we can do to plug the hole in the system.
From a personal perspective, I love using Vula. It makes my work easier. I can carry on with one patient while I'm referring another patient, and it's definitely something that I want to use even more.